rolling. What? An old person thing? What are you talking about? You're younger than me. All right, I'm going to talk amongst myself. Yeah, the stove is on. Karen is doing some rice. I'm going to wait till she gets back. She's got some rice for the pups. A couple of the pups are... she could explain it better, but gastrointestinal issues. So hopefully a little bit of white rice will help steady their, shall we say, bowel movement? I don't know. It is breezy, love.
It is.
Woo! Salute. And a happy Saturday to you.
Saturday.
It is. What is... I have... So the title of this podcast is Duck Boat Safety. But excuse me, but before we get into that, speak again, please.
Duck boat safety?
Yeah, I'm gonna back mine off a little bit. I generally talk louder than you.
Generally.
Ooh, I got to watch my battery situation, too. It was good.
Can we go get it quick?
If you want. You mind?
No.
You going to just go AC power? Yeah, okay, it's in the box. I think I did open it up. Yes, so this podcast is duck hunting related because really it's boat safety, but I'm going to, I probably need to slow down because Karen's not going to hear what I'm saying, but it's going to be about duck boat safety. I've been in a duck boat. Trying to think how long, what year it would have been. 1989, 90, 91. I will say I wanted a TDB, the duck boat. I really need to wait for Karen. I don't think she knows some of this history, shall we say, and or just straight up information. That sounds loud. I'm going to get a quick little nugget. I guess I edited that out. Thank you, love. Thank you. Shall we start over? What happens if we plug in at the same time? Does it go? Yep, it just says that we're plugged in. I remember doing this before, and I said, hey, I wonder if it charges the battery. But no, they are rechargeables, but it's not going to recharge. Thank you, I appreciate that. Is your headset good?
I think so.
Is your drink good? You have not been drinking much lately.
At all.
No.
I've had like 2 drinks in the last 2 months.
Look at yourself. I can see like stuff in your neck, your veins and stuff. You're like losing weight. I'm gaining. I'm gaining what you're
No,
losing.
you're not.
I think I am.
Nah.
I'm definitely not losing.
Really?
I don't think so.
I'm surprised.
I haven't weighed myself in quite a while. I'm going to, man, this is horrible. The tangents. What would we call
Cheers.
it? Salute. I'll do that again with you. The program we follow.
Noom.
You lost 76. I lost 52. Yeah. Part of it is it's calorie counting. That's
Yep.
Don't take in, burn more than what you take in. Don't take in.
It'll be in a calorie deficit.
Yeah. Don't take in more than you can use. But part of the program is you weigh yourself each morning. Just keeps you in tune with what you're doing. Have you been weighing yourself each morning? I have not. So see, I'm not on board.
Yep. And logging what you eat.
100%.
That's the shocking part because I went with the bomb measurement.
There's no problem with that.
It's 200 calories right there.
All right. I'm going to rewind. The title of this podcast, one of the titles of this podcast is Duck Boat Safety. But it really, to me, it's just about boats in general, but specifically, I'm going to tailor this to what I do and what I have done in the past and what I will continue to do in the future. When you walked inside, I was thinking, man, like the first time that I operated a duck boat, my own duck boat. Actually, it was a borrowed duck boat. It was a little 10-footer. The little 10-foot TDB was like a sneak box. It's a one-man boat. Rip Pool, who let me pull he was from Rip Poole from Street, Maryland.
Rip Poole.
Rip. R-I-P P-O-O-L-E. I have his number in my phone still. We was with somebody not the other day, but within the past couple of months, his name came up, and I was like, hey, let's call him. Like he left Harford County, Maryland, moved to Costa Rica. Then I heard he was back, and then anyway, I tried calling him, and nothing really happens when you dial his number. But Rip Poole from Street, Maryland. That's up in Harford County. A little bit of Deer Creek actually ran through his property. Oh, love. So, not Eden Mill. Is it Eden Mill?
The nature reserve.
Is that where we went?
Yeah.
That's Eden Mill?
It has the water.
But you walk through and they had, we went there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yep.
okay. Early on?
One of our first dates.
Okay, yeah. So Eden Mill. His farm was just north of Eden, upstream of Eden Mill.
Okay.
I don't know if it's really
Pretty
north.
spot.
Yeah, definitely upstream. Where am I going with this? He lent me the little 10-footer. I went to Fairmont Impoundment East. I had a little 5-horse game fisher, I think it was. And that was the very first, quote, duck boat that I operated on my own. And since then, that planted the seed. I really, 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 really wanted to get a TDB, and at a price point at the time was not in the cards, shall we say. You have to get divorced, and then all this stuff can happen. It was a different lifetime, a different lifetime. But anyway, I'll speed this up. I had a DU model. Good afternoon. I don't know his name yet. I still don't know his name. He lives up 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 on the right.
Okay.
As you go up the road. Anyway, sorry. It was a Polarcraft DU version, a DU model. When I guess Polarcraft was, sponsored Ducks Unlimited. Had an 18-foot Polarcraft. That was the first. No, actually, that was the second duck boat. The first was just a straight up like a 16-foot Polarcraft. Then I moved up to the 18-foot. When we got down here, North Bay Marine on 54, they had it sitting out. Some of the parts and pieces were missing. Remember, I got some kind of, quote, good deal on it. It had like a gun locker that was missing or something. I can't remember. Basically, it was just kind of a lift-up little thing in the boat, lift up a little. It really turned into a seat, but it was basically a hard. Let me rewind. I'll slow down. It was an angled piece of aluminum. Very big. Probably went up, 24 inches by 24 inches, 48 inches long, and basically was hinged. You open it up, you put your guns inside, or just lay them in there, not really inside anything because it was open on the ends. Flip that thing back up, so now your guns are safe. Nothing's going to hit them. Somebody can sit on that, whatever, dog can be on it. And where am I going with this?
I don't know. It was
18-foot Polarcraft. I was someplace in that boat where I should not be. Way back in the day. This is. I'm all over the place.
Should not be as in the Chesapeake?
Yes. Very close to where we all stayed this year.
Okay.
In January. It was totally flat. It's a couple different things. Number one, where am I trying to go with this? Number one, I would suggest make sure you're in a boat that's more than capable of doing what you're trying to do. I listened to a podcast the other day. These guys are talking about big water gunning, and they're shooting canvasbacks, this, that, and the other, and they had a mud motor on their boat. Yeah, I don't know that I would advise that. Mm-hmm. I think a 35-horse outboard is more of a motor than a 35-horse mud motor on truly open water, at least in our area where we're at, right?
Right, on the Atlantic Ocean.
100%. Yeah. So that I'm rewinding. That Polarcraft that I had, this is hard to follow me, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Polarcraft that I had, we had a 20-horse Go Devil on it. I would have been much better off to have a 20-horse outboard, straight up outboard, to be trying to shoot canvasbacks where I'm going to circle it back through to circle canvasbacks that I was trying to do that day. Man, we had a little bit of south breeze. The water was totally flat, and I knew it was forecast to come out of the northwest. We could see this line coming across the bay. Boom! All of a sudden, the wind changed up. It's northwest interface at 20, 25 knots. And all of a sudden, the Polarcraft boat that I had up the beach, basically, we were just sitting along the shoreline, basically was filled with water. Lost a couple radios. It actually did break a bracket on the Go Devil, on and on and on, on and on and on. But anyway, as soon as I got home out of that situation, I did call Rip Pool and place the order for the 17 TDB. So it put me in a boat that was more than capable of, I was not guiding yet, but it was more than capable of doing what I wanted to do. And I guess a couple things. Again, I would stress strongly to make sure you're in a boat that's more than capable of doing what you're trying to do that day, even in the most, kind of extreme situation, right?
Weather changes quick.
100%. Secondly, well, 1 and 1A. I don't think you can own a lot of duck boats. I don't think there's one boat that does everything. I think if all the different ways, regionally, there's lots of different ways people, guys, gals, target ducks, and I don't think there's one boat that you can do everything out of. I don't think so. I think you need to, if you want to be able to do, take advantage of all your private land, public land in your area, I think you need a couple different versions of a duck boat. But that said, did go home, called Rip, said, man, because I've been talking to him for a couple seasons. I know I'd seen him at boat shows. The seed was planted, but this situation that I experienced, definitely, I'm not going to experience this again. I want to go to these different places, and I'm going to have a boat that's going to be more than capable of doing that. So
it's safe.
Yeah, and since then, I've just kind of gotten bigger and better as we have, as we have moved along. So I guess that's the first part of my duck boat safety. Please make sure that you are in. I have no notes. I should probably have like an outline. It's like doing it on the fly.
Well,
just speak.
But you started guiding in the Chesapeake, and then you switched over to the Atlantic. So again, you were talking about different boats to be able to do it all. You needed a more seaworthy boat.
100%. 100%. More seaworthy and, honestly, more comfortable for the service that I'm providing.
Yes.
We are, if you hear some wind, it is possibly blowing a gale. We are in the outdoor studio today just because I love sitting out here, especially since the weather has kind of turned. If you're watching on YouTube, yes, I do have a flannel shirt on.
Yeah. And why are we still wearing fall colors? I thought we had this discussion yesterday.
I should be wearing blue?
Yes.
Well, blue's hanging in the closet. This was close and available. The sun, if I was on that side, the sun is very warm, and I would not need that. But
feels good.
Yeah. Besides, I have just one of my old ratty T-shirts on. So this is more of a smock. How about that? Okay. A little bit of a smock action I got going on here. All right. Yes, I think that's all I want to say about my early duck boat adventures. That was probably it. Definitely made me the situation arose. So wait, this would have taken place. Hey, good afternoon. The dogs are going to go out and meet our neighbors as they pick up their mail.
Meet them?
Well, I'm going to say Duke.
Eat them.
Well, okay, well, I was going to say Duke wants to jump and take a finger along and bring it back to us and show it to us.
Oh, boy, Duke.
Had him at the vet the other day. He's 9 years and 7 months. Wow. Kind of crazy. All right. Good afternoon. Where am I?
It's just simply too many distractions out here for us.
Maybe the outdoor studio. Maybe the outdoor studio is not a good idea. Possibly.
Oh gosh.
But this is what I wanted. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to be serious now. I can hear the wind. Yeah. Actually, it feels good. Have you noticed the pollen's up?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yep. Man, it's kind of.
On the black cars, you can really see it.
I noticed it right. I don't want to touch the screen, but even the screen right
already.
Here. Well, yeah, we've had the house open too, And when between that and then cutting the grass today, I think, I feel
that was really, nice. Yeah, don't do that.
No, I'm not really.
All right.
All right, I'm really feeling it. All right. So over the years, I have had the opportunity to hunt with the old D3 TV, Ducks, Dogs, and Decoys, as well as Migration Nation. Just those two opportunities to experience many other Most, I would say 80 to 90% were guides, and some, the rest would have been just people that were taking us. So, fun hunting, if you will. They were not guiding, very passionate about waterfowl hunting, but not guiding. But I definitely learned a lot along the way. And one of the things that I incorporated, okay, let me rewind, because this is where I was going for the dogs. Back when I had my Polar Craft incident, it would have been in 1998. Cell phones and cell phone service, not like it is today. So definitely, that's cell coverage, cell phones. The technology has definitely improved,
Yeah,
gotten better,
Yeah.
since 1990 when I had that first experience. Side note: I did have one of the first C-Class 17 TDBs. 1999. Yeah, 100%. That's when I started guiding. So yes, I had it then. What was it? 98. Maybe it was 98. Had it a year, and then the 99 is when I got it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. 98 into 99. Okay. But yeah, so going different places with different people. Actually, I learned some things that this is definitely something I don't want to do. Like, I can't believe they just did this kind of thing. But at the same time, I picked up a lot of good things. So obviously, duck boat safety. You're going to have your life jackets. You're going to have your throw cushions. That's just general. It could be 102 degrees out on August 2nd. You're going to need all that kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But each morning, okay, my Pelican case these days is, I used to say, have this nice bright orange Pelican case on the shelf. My Pelican case these days is very, very faded. But in that Pelican case, and again, things have changed. In the beginning, I actually had a flip phone, cell phone in there. So I said, hey, guys. Oh, let me rewind. So just like maybe when you fly, you get the instructions, right? Mm-hmm. So somebody gets on the boat.
To your nearest exit.
Yep, all this kind of stuff, and all that kind of stuff. First time I ever got on Curtis Campbell, the real estate, 42-foot Richie Howe. Curtis says, hey, man, my ditch bag is under this seat. There's the lifeboat's here, like, just so you know, right?
Yeah.
And that's that kind of thing. So each morning, in the dark, at the ramp before I leave, I kind of go through my little spiel. And these days, I have, again, I had a flip phone in this orange Pelican case. Mm-hmm. But in this current day, I say, hey, I know you all have your cell phones on you. I said, but I want you to know this is mine, and I have it in a little Pelican case with a clear lid. I said, it sits here in the Pelican case on this shelf all morning long. If something happens to me, there's my cell. I know you guys have yours, but I want you to know there's one here too. That said, there also is this very, very, very faded orange box, which has a mirror, a whistle. It has a flare gun and 3 flares, and it also has an ARC, a little handheld EPIRB. Mm-hmm. Open the thing up, hit the button, sends a signal out, it's registered to me. I think NOAA actually monitors that. I think I could be wrong with that, but that's I'm gonna say, if somebody put me on the spot, I'm gonna say NOAA is in the United States for our non-Canadian or non-U.S. friends in Canada. NOAA would monitor that. So, but yeah, and I basically just say. And I show them where the life jackets are. Hey, there's 4 life jackets on this side, 4 life jackets, throw cushions. Thoughts, comments, questions. Anybody got any questions for me? And then I usually go on to say, especially in the early season, I've went ahead and called the Coast Guard this morning to let them know that we will be in the ocean sea duck hunting. Mm-hmm. And I don't do. What are you laughing at?
I don't want to sidetrack you right now.
No, go for it. What'd you see? Did you see something?
No. You started calling the Coast Guard because what was happening was people that was visitors or vacationing in Ocean City, even that time of year in winter, would see what they would consider someone in distress, flagging.
Well, they don't know we're flagging, but some. But I guess yes, trying to signal
you're waving
somebody.
a flag. They think you're in distress.
All right.
So they were calling the Coast Guard.
Right. So I guess I do it twofold. Number one, I guess I feel somewhat invincible, which is probably not a good thing.
No.
But I'm not worried about what we're doing, but at the same time, here, can I go off on the side?
As long as you remember where you were.
The Coast Guard, but it's going to be a Coast Guard story. Is there any statute of limitations on this kind of stuff? This is a pretty good. Well, maybe it's not that great of a story. No idea. I can't say his name, but I'll say the MFer from Ontario, Canada. I get a boat. First off, the boat's late. I get a boat. I don't have the boat. I don't have anything. I have no paperwork. The boat is not registered. Has no stickers on it. Has nothing on it. I would say it's the second day that I'm in it, in the ocean. And here comes the freaking Coast Guard with their lights on. I'm like, holy shit. Boat rolls up. Should I tell the story? I don't know about the...
I don't know that I know it.
You don't know this story? Oh, wow. Okay, so...
what time frame are we talking?
This is before you and I were together.
Okay.
Probably 3 years, 3 seasons. Anyway, a little... I don't even think they have the boat anymore, but it was like a little Zodiac that had kind of a little cuddy cabin kind of thing.
Yeah, they have it.
You sure?
Yeah, in that big boathouse there in West OC.
Okay. Well, there's a if I say this, it's going to sound bad. Anyway,
because you're already knee deep, so
well, but I'm not insinuating one way or the other, but maybe I shouldn't even point out the sex of the person that's operating the boat. How about that? Anyway, so I'm not going to say anything. So the operator pulls up.
For God's sake,
the lights are on. The lights are on, and she says, "We got a call. You're in distress." I'm like, "No." I said, "We're just sitting here duck hunting." She's like, "Well, is this?" I said, "I'm not doing anything wrong, but I'm really, really nervous because the boat's not freaking registered. I don't even have a piece of paper that says it's my boat, much less it registered in Maryland or registered in any state." But the blind was on it, so I kind of figured, well, it's kind of, it kind of covers up numbers, stickers, whatever, right? But I'm definitely very nervous about this situation for a couple different layers. Embarrassment factor, the legality fine factor. But anyway, and she goes on to say, she's like, "Well, I said, "I'm not doing anything wrong." She's like, "Well, can you go do this someplace else?" I'm like, "Why?" She says, "Well, you're sitting there, I did show her the flag." She's like, "Every time somebody calls, we have to come out here." She says, can't you go someplace else and do this? Can you go down there where nobody can see you? I'm like, yeah, but this is where I want to do this. I said, "I'm not doing anything wrong." We kind of went back and forth on that. I'm trying to be very nice. I am being very nice. Not trying, I am. And I said, "Look," I said, "so me waving the flag is like if we were goose hunting, you'd be blowing a goose call. You wave flags at but that was I remember this specifically." And she fires back at me, "Well, I hunt and I understand that." I was like, "Okay, then why are you giving me grief?" And she's like, "Well, I'm just telling you, every time it was a Saturday. Every time this happens, we're going to have to come out here." I was like, "Okay, so what are we going to do?" She's like, "Well, I guess you're going to sit here and do this." And it was, a couple other people with her, but she was the one that kind of seemed to be in charge. So that's my story. That was Saturday. Sunday, I went in to the station. Had to get buzzed in and go in and start talking. And they're like, young guys are there, like, "Hey, man, every time somebody calls, we're going to have to come out there." Again, I'm just doing my thing. I'm not trying to cause problems, but I said, I don't want to cause problems for you guys either. Like, is there, can I give you my cell? And again, cell phones now are much better than what they were in 97, 98, whatever it was. And he's like, "No," he's like, "Yeah, every time it happens, we got to go out there." So they kind of dismissed me, and an older fella came around the corner. He's like, I got you, man." He said, they're telling you what's right, but here, he took an index card. "What's your name? What kind of a boat are you in? And your cell." I said, "Yeah, my cell's always on." He's like, "All right." So that was, he's like, "They're correct, but at the same time, we'll have your number." So after that, I started calling each morning, just saying, "Hey, like I'm Jeff Coates." You know, and I feel bad because they're asleep. They're in there 24 hours a day, but they're asleep. Their phone rings, 20 times before somebody answers, and you can tell, like, I woke them up. Like, they sound asleep. Oh, no offense, but I woke them up.
Sure.
Right? Okay. Which I understand. And some of them say, "Oh yeah, hey, like, yeah, we know. Yep, okay, cool." And I say, "You guys got my number? Yep, we got your number." On and on and on. And just like this year, the first week I started, "Hey, it's sea duck season again. I'm going to be out there." The November split, a couple times I called, and then I stopped calling. I'm going to rewind this that I generally tell people, if I do call, "Hey, I called this morning, and the Coast Guard knows we're going to be out here too." And we're not going out far, but they know we're out here.
Within 3 miles. Or,
yeah, something like that. This year, I'm looking at our Maryland flag. It's still that old Maryland flag. It's just shredded. It's not shredded. It's just missing about a third of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this year on New Year's morning. Oh, so let's rewind. Early this season on a OC Locals page, somebody zoomed in an extremely heavily pixelated picture of us out there sea duck hunting, right? Mm-hmm. And there was like this whole line of like the most
funny.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
Oh, it was funny. I'm just acknowledging it was it was on Facebook, right?
Yeah, like OC Locals or something,
yeah.
Right? And the comment I remember the most is that somebody thought it was a sub that Ocean City is not that far from Washington D.C. and possibly missiles could be launched
could
like
be
this.
Some terrorist.
Terrorists. This is somebody should have called somebody and somebody and somebody and somebody, and then a few people that I know kind of
started baiting them.
Yeah, started baiting them and kind of messing with them a little bit.
That was funny.
And then some people say, well, they could be duck hunting.
Yeah.
It's almost like the OC Locals when. Here's another thing. I don't. Where am I going with this? I don't want to say that we pollute. I do try to do my best. I don't throw things into the ocean. But when you're sitting in the boat and you're shooting, guess what? Hulls and wads go into the water. And somebody will show a 12-gauge hull on the beach, and they'll say, "Who's shooting a rifle in the ocean?" And then people come in by and say, "It's not a rifle, it's a shotgun." This morning we were walking the beach, and we heard people shooting rifles out in the ocean, kind of thing. So anyway, it's people that do not hunt.
Right.
And again, I do kind of, even when we don't run the dogs on the beach as much anymore as what we used to, but like we would find a hull or a wad and
we pick it up.
Yeah, we do. Just like with the poop, right?
Yeah, I'm not poop kicking picker. Sand over my dog's poop. It all gets picked up.
All right, so yes, New Year's Day. So we're sitting there, not much wind, and I don't know. We weren't that well. Again, whether the breeze was or there was no breeze, I can't remember. But all of a sudden, we're hearing sirens, and you never hear it. You never hear fire. Generally, typically during the season, you don't hear those kind of things. And look back, and you can see fire trucks and emergency vehicles on the boardwalk and on the beach, and that's kind of odd, but yeah, it's New Year's morning, somebody's doing something stupid, right? Well, all of a sudden, here comes not the Coast Guard, but the DNR, Maryland Department of Natural Resources, the police in Maryland, who are state police. And, dude rolls up on us with his light, and he's like, hey, have you guys seen anybody out here, on a raft? We're like, what? He's like, yeah, we got a report that there's somebody out here on a raft or floating around or whatever.
Raft.
And I picked the flag. I was like, wow. I said, we are duck hunting. I said, I do wave the flag. And he was apologetic. He's like, I'm sorry, but we got a call. I was like, hey, it's cool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too to make you do that. Yeah. He's like, no. He's like, you guys have, get back to what you're doing, have fun. And he says, I'll make sure, I'll end all this. But on their end of it, I've seen some crazy things at Wawa New Year's morning, from guns and guys punching women and guys trying to be the good savior coming in between them, and then they get their asses kicked and all kinds of crazy things at Wawa. So, it's New Year's, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and I can understand them, taking it seriously.
Being reactive,
yeah. But so anyway, where I'm trying to go with this is that, yes, I did not call the Coast Guard that morning. Yes?
Do you should you call the DNR as well as the Coast Guard? Coast Guard's the one that's going to respond.
Yeah, Coast Guard's always the one that gets the call.
Yeah.
Always. Well, except that in this case, somehow the DNR got called. Got the. So I think what it is, it goes. Somebody's calling 911, and what's your emergency? And they say ocean, Coast Guard.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of how it. I think that's how it goes. Or I'm saying that's how it goes.
But anyway, we appreciate what these people do.
Oh, 100%. And again, like I felt bad. And I've had it happen in between my very first incident and New Year's. This sometimes they bring the 47-footer out, and I was like, I'm sorry, guy. Like, nah. We're not doing anything else anyway.
They do a lot of training there too.
Yeah, we'll come out. Yeah, it's a good boat ride. Blah blah blah. I have had times where they actually do call and say, "Is that you out there?" Yes, that is me. And they were like, "What street are you on?" And I tell them, we 30, 40 streets north of where we're at, we had a pontoon. We had somebody call and say a pontoon boat has capsized. I was like, well, I do know somebody else is out here sea duck hunting. So I said, I'm going to guess it's them. I said, but no, but that's not us 100%. So anyway, I'm a nice guy. I'm putting you on the spot.
Always.
Okay. So I do try to smile, try to be happy, and try to, maybe I shouldn't ask.
What?
Between you and my mother, what do you say? Be Switzerland.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're trying to be considerate.
100%. I'm just trying to do my thing.
But God forbid you actually do need their help one day, and that they, do call or do run out, and they're there to assist.
I've never. Again, the only time that I do feel a sense of man, I wasted their time.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the unfortunate.
But the only time that I really was sweating was the very first time. And I was sitting there in that boat and it's not registered and fuck.
Yeah. Well, the scary part is, when you're out there doing your thing and someone has it on freaking autopilot and, some of the fishing trawlers or even just recreational fishing boats.
Yeah, Jimmy Hahn says he'll tell me that, which he is getting is his dog's name Scallop?
I don't know. That's what he does. Well, he doesn't just do scallops.
That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Actually, all the way up in New York. But yeah, he comes out and he'll tell me that for whatever reason, and again, I don't know. Maybe the fiberglass. Maybe I'm confused. It was the fiberglass boat that was smaller. But he's like, a lot of times, the boat doesn't show up on the radar. Plus, these boats that are doing fishing and stuff. It's like sometimes it's just two guys, right? So it's just like Curtis going. We're going 2.5 hours.
Right.
He sets autopilot. Now somebody is watching what they're doing, right?
Sure.
But autopilot set. And with these guys that are, two guys on a fishing boat, they're rigging their baits, their gear, their whatever. Because they've
just got it set.
They got an hour to go, right? And so they're busy and and quite often until it's bright. Sometimes I do there's an incident. Excuse me, I'll slow down again. Where I was concerned where this boat's coming out, it was a big trawler, right?
Yeah.
And he's coming right at us, I was like, damn, this guy's gonna he's gonna hit us, kind of thing, right?
Well, it's not just you and the boat; it's the rig too that you're afraid it's going to get caught in their prop. Or
I have had I was at least 65 feet, a big sport fisher come out, and the only thing I can say is that they didn't. The keel. See, I know that they don't have keels on them. Anyway, I would have told you that and the guys in the boat said, yeah, man, he just ran right through your decoys, and I don't know how he did not. I don't know. I don't know how that happened, and maybe so we're setting them, we're drifting off to run back up, and this boat goes right. It appeared to go right over one line of the Scoterzillas, not the Foamzillas, but the Scoterzillas.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, all right, let's rewind this. Duck boat safety. I do have the Pelican case. These days, it is very old and faded. Well, first off, the cell phone's in its own little Pelican case that's on the shelf, and then I do have the mirror, the whistle, the flare guns, the flare, and the little ACR. I'm dyslexic. ACR, ARC. EPIRB. And the other thing that I do, it gives me, this is guiding. If anybody wants to know, this is the thing that gives me the most stress ever is the weather. And about a week before the season starts, I just start with, I said start twice. I just start with, no, I said it 3 times. I won't say it again. I keep up with, you all right? They're being dinks. The marine forecast. So I am intimately in touch with. Is that a weird way to say?
I don't know what the end point is here.
Intimately.
Of what?
In tune with the marine forecast.
Ah, yes.
It gets updated about every 4 hours, and I am like constant. Like, what is it going to do? What is it going to do? What is it going to do? And then there's a couple apps we have that they try to forecast like hour to hour to hour, where the marine forecast is not that way. You know, they give you the overnight. You know, sometimes they'll say early morning, but basically it's an evening. You know, overnight, morning, day kind of thing. It goes on and on and on. But yeah, the weather is the thing that gives me the most stress, I think, in what I do.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I have everything else down. I won't sound arrogant, but like I think I have everything else dialed in. How about that? That's not an arrogant
soon as
way,
it's
right?
your 25th year,
well, we're going to talk about that.
Routine.
We are going to talk about that, love. Some people say it's not the 25th year.
Oh, and it's not. Gets a little grey, but we're calling it your 25th year.
It is. This is my
Sorry,
This is my 25th season of guiding full times, ducks, dogs, and decoys. Right. Mm-hmm. All right. Duck boat safety. Is there anything else I should add to that? I am first off, let's rewind. Make sure you're in a boat that's more than capable of doing what you're trying to do. And again, that's my example of the open polar craft, trying to shoot some canvasbacks on Chesapeake Bay, and that's what put me in an official duck boat way back in the day. Rip Pool. I hope you're still alive.
Batteries, beginning of the season.
Yep. So batteries. Well, it's just. I think it goes back into boat maintenance, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. But preseason, I used to do a lot of the motor maintenance myself, and now what do?
Yep. Just take it to the experts.
Send it on down to Thorns.
Authorized.
Let them do their thing on the Suzuki. Suzuki's knock on this block of wood right here. Is this Scoter's piece of wood? I thought about it today when she was 10 weeks old, and because it used to be much bigger. But now I'm going to knock on this piece of wood. We need to do something with this.
That was Scoter's.
Yeah. And
she was a
if you're
puppy.
watching on YouTube, hey, let me say this. This is, if you do not know, good segue, love. Thank you. This is the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Fuel your adventure at mymollys.com. MYMOLLYS.com. And if you get on Instagram right now, this still should be good. Time-wise, it still should be good. They just kicked off their, I guess, renewed little program, Follow Us Fridays. Really? It's a really nice. My phone is dead.
Oh.
It's dead.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was going to get on just to tell exactly what it is. I know it's a very nice Yeti package, but there's a couple of different parts and pieces.
That this charger doesn't plug into it?
No, that's the that's the MacBook charger. It doesn't.
Sorry.
I tried it though, but it's a different charger.
Yep.
MyMollies.com. Get on Instagram, Molly's Place Sporting Goods, and follow. I think you have to tag 3 friends, and you are in the running for. It's a pretty nice giveaway. So, Molly's Place Sporting Goods, fuel your adventure at mymollys.com. MYMOLLYS.com.
Follow me Fridays. That's what it's called.
Follow us.
Follow us.
Friday. Not us. Us, as in Molly's.
Molly's.
Right?
Yeah. That's cool.
All right. Next up is Crabs to Go. Crabstogo.com. We need to get some seafood.
Well.
Yes, speak, please.
Someone who might be coming to pick up a beautiful little pup this week from Ohio, Mr. George.
Yep, he's getting
his grandson.
Yep, they want to fill up on seafood.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off on a little tangent because I did a podcast the other night, the Punisher Waterfowl podcast, and they kind of referenced me as like, this is what I always say, that everything's relative. And I truly do. I don't want to be like the old guy, but maybe like when I was 30, I didn't understand it. But in this time frame, I totally understand. Everything is relative, and what we take for granted, just like Jimmy Hahn's out on the ocean right now, getting the most beautiful scallops that he can. Mm-hmm. Somebody from Ohio, the definition of fresh seafood in Ohio is not the same definition of fresh seafood in Maryland, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so everything is relative, but yes, George Starkey's he's picking up blue. If you've been following along, a nice black male cane, Kayne. Mm-hmm. So
one of the big boys.
He is a big boy. He's got some big old feet. Yeah. There they go again.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Yes. So to rewind, crabs2go.com. Crabs to go is easily found, and I'm really kind of Geoff and Judy are coming down. He just said today he was going to bring us some mussel. Because when I go in there, their mussels, it says PEI, so I always take a picture and I always text it. But hopefully, Jeff says it's not a problem to get them here. I said if it is, don't worry about it. But he's going to bring us some mussel. Not that we would not get them from Crabs to Go, but Jeff's bringing them.
Yep.
Bringing them right along with him from Prince Edward Island, Canada. But Crabs to Go is easily found on routes. Oh, what am I saying? I want some single fried oyster.
Stop.
I haven't had them in a long time. So
calorie friendly, but maybe worth the sacrifice.
I think maybe tomorrow morning. What?
Tomorrow morning what?
After I train the Scoter dog, I may swing by there real quick and visit John. Say, John.
My mouth just instantly started watering.
Can I tell you this? And do I care about money?
Not as much as you should.
Okay. It was probably before COVID. I got into this thing of as I came home from sea duck hunting, I got a pint of single fried. They're special. They were $20. I think they're, no offense to Crabs to Go, it is the market price. They're $32 now. But I'll do $32 for some single fried oysters.
So $16 each. Are we splitting it halfway, or are you doing $20 and I'm doing $12?
I'll let you eat as many as you want. I'll let you eat as many as you want.
No.
It is the breakfast of champions from Crabs to Go, crabs2go.com, and sadly, even though they used to ship, but post-COVID they don't ship anymore. So next up is Gunner Kennel, which we have been wearing those. I should say the pups have been wearing those things out.
Yep. We
leave the doors. Well, we were maybe not like the average household that just happens to have Gunner Kennels everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. Because our kitchen island is not finished. So instead of having cabinets, we actually happen to have
the kennels kind of sit nicely under there. Especially
with Dookie. But he has his special one where you just say say Gunner. You say kennel, and he runs and gets in his, and you close the door. But the pups have just been going in and out freely. So
they love him.
I don't think they're going to act exactly the same once we start closing the door. Mm-hmm. But anyway, GunnerKennels.com. Excuse me, Gunner. I think GunnerKennels.com works. But Gunner.com, it is man's best kennel. We love them. We got the T350 outfitted with them, and we got them all here inside. Plus, on Monday we're going to take 9 little black ones to the vet. Actually, and the mama's going to go with us too, right?
Yep.
So we need
appointment.
So they will be traveling into Gunner Kennels. Ooh, a little breezy. I just saw the mulch all go up. They will be traveling into Gunner Kennels to get them to the vet. So man's best kennel. Did I say it correctly?
Man's best kennel.
I'll slow down.
Okay.
If you want someone's attention, whisper.
Really?
Yes. Did you remember the commercial?
All right. No.
I think it was like a cologne or a perfume.
Well, I might try that on you next time.
If you want someone's attention, whisper.
Okay.
It is man's best kennel. Gunner.com.
It is the best.
Yep. Up next is punishing. We talked about it. This is actually very fitting for the duck boat safety, because punishing docks and rocks, Steve Hoover, it's duck boats. Duckwaterboats.com. Mm-hmm. Duckwaterboats.com. I heard a rumor that there's going to be another new duckwater boats here locally. Mm.
Well, it is a great boat, so can't blame anyone for wanting one. Hopefully, I kind of just keep dreaming that one day we'll get to be the flounder boat again, but I don't know if it's going to happen again this year.
I'm not pointing out there. I'm pointing to you because I agree with you. Because I saw Scott Lennox yesterday in Food Line, and we didn't talk really about fishing. We're talking about my back, and he talked about the puppies. But I thought the same thing. I'm like, fuck, are we ever going to go fishing again?
I know.
Yeah.
Miss it.
We did catch some very nice flounder from the world's largest duck boat, and we are in the Ocean 32. Steve Hoover does an awesome job with that boat. I think he's very busy these days, too. He's pumping them out.
Yep, good for him.
Trying to, yeah. So very busy. Very, very busy. Punishing Docks and Rocks, duckwaterboats.com. Thank you, Steve Hoover. Up next, Live Loud. It is Turtle Box, which I have been taking. I get this notice on my phone. Let me make sure I'm not jumping ahead of myself. I have said Turtle Box, right? Okay. I get this notice on my phone when I'm sitting there carving that it says like something about my volume has been too loud too long. Like it's a warning. But it's got to be loud. Right?
Because there's all that machinery running.
And you want to live loud.
Oh. Well, of course.
Yeah, but
don't worry about your hearing. Love.
It's just so loud in there anyway. It doesn't really. I mean, there's all kinds of noises going on, but I do get that notice quite a bit. We love. I don't know if you do. I'll say we, but I definitely do love Turtle Box audio. I don't know that it's their tagline, but I think maybe Live Loud is. But I think it is the ultimate Bluetooth speaker. Turtlebox.com from Austin, Texas. And if we ever get a chance, which I'm not sure with these dogs now, we will. But when they have an event, I'd love to go just fly to Austin,
Texas.
Yeah. I know you're into it, so
it'll be fun.
I think I jumped ahead, love. Okay. The ultimate outdoor oven. It is Duck Blind Bistro. We've had that for Gam.
You got to cook those biscuits for her.
Yeah, we got to because I think
tomorrow.
They eat. Yeah, I think they're gonna expire.
Yep, and the bacon that she wants to.
That thing got used daily in the world's largest duck boat.
Yeah, it did.
And it is the ultimate outdoor oven. Works great. Check them out. I believe still because I am dyslexic, and I'm drinking some Crown Royal Black.
Is that your first?
Like it's 1.5.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, 1.5.
Okay.
You did not drink yet because you chipped everybody.
We microchipped some of the pups.
Chipped a couple of them.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I poured none.
Okay. After we chipped them.
You were doing the chipping, love.
We're not drinking alcohol and chipping puppies.
No, you said that. You said you couldn't partake until they were chipped.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the responsible one. In this case, I could be called the bad influence. But generally and typically, you are the bad influence.
Well, yes, thank you. We were using a rawhide as a dip and stick.
Some canned dog food.
Yep. Dunked it in some canned puppy food. Woo, woo, woo.
I'm sorry about that.
Sounds like some mixing board. Dunked it in some puppy wet food, and they chomped on that while we microchipped, and it all went well. I was worried.
All right. Yes, it did go very well. Duckblindbistro.com. John Paul and Jay are going to be up for the end of the October split of my 25th season. We're going to talk more about that. Yeah. All right. Lastly, excuse me now?
So proud of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody's proud of me. I just don't know how my life got like this. That dream last night I had, that elevator going down fast, that was scary.
It was going to hell.
That was going fast. And it just didn't stop.
You just had that falling feeling.
Yeah, and the railing was big enough, like I felt like I could hook my, because I was like, it's going so fast, like I'm kind of like zero gravity. So weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
We're not going there.
It is Pitboss's, Dirty Duck Coffee's Pitboss Duck Boat Dark. DirtyDuckCoffee.com. They have, you know what? If your coffee sucks, it ain't a duck.
Is that the new tag?
No, that not too. I think I just never say that.
Oh, okay. If the coffee sucks, it ain't the duck.
It ain't the duck. You didn't know that, love?
No.
Come on.
What, you just made it up, though?
No, I didn't make it up. That's above my brain power.
Well, who uses that?
Dirty Duck Coffee uses
Really?
that. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, my Lanta.
No, well, you're the social media guru, so.
I thought you followed along on Instagram
I
pretty
do,
well.
but I'm not on there 24/7 like you.
I'm not on there 24/7.
Be shit.
Nope. I don't even think I get the alarm anymore
Alarm of what?
of how long I've been on there. I don't.
Really?
I don't have time.
You don't have time to have an alarm to say you've been on social media.
I don't have. I don't spend that much time because I don't have the time.
Oh, you've been busy.
I've been very busy.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Life
All right.
has been insane.
I'm going to rewind. DirtyDuckCoffee.com. Check them out. It is Pitboss Duck Boat Dark, along with all the other awesome flavors they have. They just broke out the K-Cups again. Not with the Duck Boat Dark, but many of the other ones. French roast is a strong second for us, as well as not a daily drinker. Somebody was here last Saturday, right?
Yep, stopped in looking at the pups. Yep.
We're talking about they got some. I guess they got some from Molly's.
Well, they wanted to, but they didn't have the K-Cups in your coffee, so they didn't get it.
That is right.
But they
correct.
wanted the K-Cups in
Correct. You're correct.
the Pitboss.
Right. And then I sold them about the cinnamon teal.
Yeah, because it's good.
It is good, yeah. We need to get some. We don't have any cinnamon teal.
I would enjoy.
All right. That's on my list. On my list to do. All right. So once again, we want to thank all of our partners who help support us in this venture of the Pitboss podcast. So,
yeah, it's been fun. How much?
Yes.
When's the year anniversary of us doing?
Man, I think it's June 4th.
Wow, it's come quick. Huh?
I have to go back through my notes. I'm not a big note guy, but I do have it written down in the beginning there. My book that what?
So when I'm across the Pacific, will we try doing a podcast when I'm on the other side of the world? Might be fun. I can sit down at the creek inlet.
All right, I think my pretzel's done. Wait a second.
It'll be morning there for me. I got to take a trip back to Australia, see my mom. She has been recently moved to a care facility, but doing okay. She's going to come back to her home and stay with me while I'm there, which will be nice.
That will be.
While we sort through some things in the house, and I'm gonna miss my better half, and I'm gonna miss the dogs. What is that? Like big time.
I got a lot of things to say on this. Number one, COVID messed us up. We were going every 2 years.
Roughly.
So 2020 would have been the time we would have went back.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, things that I think about at 3 a.m. that then I can't go back to sleep. And I don't mean this is not. I don't say I'm stuttering. I don't say this in any sense to put pressure on you, but I am kind of. It is the whole scenario is bothering me.
Which part of it?
Well, first off, we're hardly ever apart.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I go away more. I'm away from you, not you away from me. Right?
Yeah.
If we're going to be apart, right?
I think it was a CE conference. I went to Virginia Beach for a few days. It was the last time I actually went away.
Yeah, but I do Harrisburg and Texas Teals and all that kind of stuff. But everything else we go together, right?
Together, yeah.
So got that aspect. And then secondly, not that I'm not capable, but I guess this is a testament to you about how much you do as far as being responsible for all the dogs.
Don't leave me with the babies.
And I'm going to be in charge. I'm going to be in charge of everything.
Well, at least they're a little older and self-sufficient now.
And you know what happens?
What?
It's going to be a hedonism. And
you gotta have some self-control.
I usually say like a weekend, but you're going to be gone for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Could be like hedonism.
No.
Hedonism spring break for Jeff.
So hedonism, I don't know what the true definition is, but for Jeff that means he's eating tater tots every night.
And steakums.
No, come on. You got to think about your health, love. You can't. You got to think about your back. It's so easy to eat that stuff, and then it's so hard to get
What if I don't
off.
eat anything all day long, and that's what I have? I have steakums with just some melted cheese on them.
Just stop. You're talking yourself into it.
I can even do them in the microwave.
So much.
I don't even have to do a pan. I could make this clean.
There's so much power of
Power, so much
of the
power.
mind of thinking in a positive sense. But, cope how you need to. That's all I can say. Because I'm going to go to the sushi train in Coolangatta and hit it up hard.
I would be right with you, and I would suggest that you do that. I don't want you not to do something.
So the sushi train,
yes,
you
explain
have
to
to
everyone.
check this out.
Explain to everyone.
But in Australia, they have these...
First off, right now, Paulie is thrown up in his mouth. So.
Sorry, Paulie, you don't know what you're missing out on. But the sushi train is like there's these... It's a restaurant, a sushi restaurant, and they have this little conveyor. I think we've talked about this once before, but they have this little conveyor belt that goes around where the chefs are making the sushi, so it's super fresh. They put it on different color plates. So each color plate determines the cost of the meal, and when you're done gorging yourself,
You walk up there with 22 plates, and they just look at the colors.
Yep, and that's how they charge you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good. I can't wait.
I definitely would go. I'm not saying don't go.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to enjoy. I'm sorry.
Well, the whole thing for me is just, I don't know.
It's going to be tough. I'm going to miss you a lot. Yeah. I really, really, really wish that things could be different, that you could come, but there's just way too much going on here.
Well, it is what it is. So, I mean, I do say that a lot. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be dramatic. Maybe I'm just being a touch dramatic, but like it's something I've woke up in the morning. I think about like, holy shit, like when's this happening?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. But I guess the biggest thing is, and again, not that I'm not capable of being responsible.
No.
Maybe that could be debated. But,
no, it's just the routine of.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And again, it's a testament to what you do. Each morning you do the whole dog canned food thing. I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a good idea what you do, but I've never done that.
I'll write it all down for you.
All right, so I'm going to switch gears. So if we do this, so it'd be early morning for you and evening for me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the exact, depending upon daylight saving, who's in and who's out and all that other stuff. It usually ranges anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. Adding that to so 6 p.m. here, so it's probably like 10 a.m. there. Depends on which state, so whether it's Queensland or New South Wales. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Now I'm bummed, love.
Oh, stop.
I was very happy.
Well, think of all the tater tots in the freezer.
You just told me I can't eat them.
I know you will.
So it's a double whammy. So that's double whammy. So I want to enjoy tater tots, but I've already been told not to enjoy tater tots.
No, I want you to cope. So however that's done.
Oh, man.
However that's done. And then I'll be home in a couple weeks.
All right. Well, I do wish the best for your mom. So that's the most important. You do need to go see her. So, 100%. There's no no issues there. 100%.
It's been a long time since I've been home.
All right. Duck boat safety. Let's rewind just a little bit. I think I covered everything I wanted to say. I guess lastly, not that people don't do it, and maybe it's all relative, or I take this one for granted. You know what I do every day, so you know where I'm at. So if something would happen, like you would have a general, if something happened that nobody knew where we were, like let's say something we couldn't have contacted anyone, you would have a good idea of like, hey, he should be.
I haven't heard from him. It's
and this is where he's at, right?
Yeah.
So I would say if you maybe. Well, I don't want to imply anything to anyone, but I was going to say anybody that's younger just doing shit on their own on the fly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let someone know where you're at.
Let somebody know. 100%.
Yep. 100%. When you're leaving, when you're expected to be back.
Yeah, 100%. Even before you, like somebody knew generally, well, maybe they didn't know where I was, but they knew that I was on the water.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, love. Let's just talk real quick, if we could, about the pups. 7.5 weeks or so old. Yes?
Yep.
Sadness is going to happen midweek this week.
Sad and happy kind of thing, but I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him.
Yeah, I think you're in Like this morning, you got up and fed them, and I didn't know.
Oh,
what time?
I think it was like almost 3 a.m.
So somebody might ask, like, well, why, question like what just happened. I've only done 2 litters. This is the 3rd time, right? I can tell you 100% when I fed everybody, they got fed out of, maybe as they got bigger, 3 bowls, but they kind of still fed, what would you call that?
The stainless steel bowls.
Well, yeah, but I mean like group feeding.
Yeah.
You and when I am up, I do help if I know. Not trying to make myself feel better, but I do help. But you came up with this idea, which I totally agree, and I think it's a great thing, that everybody gets fed individually, so we know 100% that each puppy gets X amount of food, right?
Yeah, the food is measured. We're making sure that each one is actually eating, their full serving. If they're not, it's noted. Just a ton of just good maintenance or husbandry, I think.
Or mother tree.
No? Okay. You could call it that too, I guess. But, just we were keeping a very close eye on their weights. And, as soon as they started eating, and you can see that they're doing well, we definitely backed off checking their weights for sure. We're down to once a week.
Yeah.
But, just, taking care of each one individually.
Well, it's all going to happen this week. I thought I just heard a little static somewhere. It's all going to happen this week where they're going to start to leave. I think that they're all 9 are very nice animals. Somebody, I posted up and was like, "Oh, black labs are all very nice animals." Yeah, you know what? I've been around some black labs that kind of, I don't want to call them duds, but kind of duds.
These all have drive.
These they just seem to be all very, very nice animals. Maybe I'm a tad bit biased, but I do believe, too, that, again, I'll give you credit for this, just like with the single feeding of each one. It was your idea, especially in the we have concrete. Do we have a throw rug here? Too? Yeah, but it's all concrete. And you've let them be. Pretty much in the morning, I let them, you slept in. I don't say that. You did not sleep in.
I do the 3 a.m. feeding, and I get to sleep in when they start stirring at 7.
Well, it was like 6:20ish or so. Yeah, kind of slid some pants on. I like to walk around the house naked. I will not lie to anybody. At least in my underwear. But I did slide some clothes on, and I think Paulie's throwing up in his mouth again. But let them out, and like they just basically where I'm trying to go with this is, like pretty much all day long, they're like real dogs. They all go. They got the dog beds. We said they're in the gunner kennels on their own. They're like living life like a real dog, right?
Yep. Running around, chewing stuff they shouldn't be chewing.
Well, that's true. We'll get them outside plenty, but I'm hoping that when they get to their new homes, that this will help them. I'll say be better dogs, but be better dogs because and again. Obviously, we're going to explain this to everyone when they pick them up, but they have had free range pretty much of what's what. So
to me, it's their confidence. Hopefully, they'll be confident pups that will adjust quickly.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the one thing I noted, I think I told you this morning too, is like definitely 4, if not 5, ran over to the door. We have paper down, and they went to the door and peed. I'm not letting. I couldn't let them out and leave inside, so somebody said, "Oh, you should let them out." Yeah, well, come and herd 9 freaking crazy little black things that are, fresh out of their
enclosure.
From being all night long. No, I'm not doing that. So it's okay. They pee on the paper and or wherever else, and we'll clean it up.
I wish it were that easy. I would love to let them out, but my gosh.
No, I still maybe I'm being alarmist or whatever, but like hawks. That kind of stuff. It's still kind of like we have a lot of eagles here. I can't say we have a lot of hawks. I guess we do, but we definitely visually you can see that there's a lot of eagles.
Yeah.
And especially 2 weeks ago, like man, they were much smaller. Like man, like if something happened to one of these things from something in the sky, like that would just totally wig me out. But so you brought up the word confidence. I can't remember how much I've talked about this, but this morning was the first time with Scoter. She skipped yesterday just because of the rain.
Yep.
But this morning is the first time that instead of white stakes, and especially the middle bird, the middle
Mark.
the middle stake. How about this? That she was having a little bit of issue with. I put a white bucket on it, so the white stakes, and the middle one had a white bucket. It's about a 220-ish, 220 yards. This morning went to orange. Now, of course, she watched me put them out, which in the T3, I was in the F350, so she could see me doing it. In the van, she can't see me doing it, so I expected it to be more challenging this morning, and if I knew it was going to be this easy, I would have put 2 bumpers at every one. Only put a bump. I put a white bump. I'm going to rewind. Orange stakes we were doing white stakes, long middle, had a bucket on the stake too, white bucket just to help see, and had white bumpers. So we have this morning, first time, orange stakes with white bumpers. So I as easy as she did it this morning, I think I'm just going to put orange bumpers down and see if that makes a difference, and or not let her see me put them out.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's doing very, very well. Her confidence level, confidence is what maybe switch gears here. To me, her confidence level is very high, and I'm just super happy.
Yeah, she's a nice little dog, and Scooter is, 16 months now.
I was going to say 14.
She was born January, and it's the 4th, so 15.
Okay,
15 months.
I was thinking 14. Okay, well, still, who did I talk to this afternoon? Oh, Fred West. Actually, it was mid morning. I told him, I said, man, I kind of feel bad. I feel like I'm a little bit behind just because of duck season. He's like, oh, it's duck season, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, well, like October, November, December, January, there's 4 months that she could have been doing this, that she would have been, so instead of 14, 15, she would have been in, 10 months old, right? Like, so I just feel, not that she's really that far behind, but a couple months, which, and maybe, there's some weather days in there and stuff. But anyway, I just, duck season, I'm going to admit, I didn't do anything with her just because of my schedule.
And your back was really bothering you then, too.
Well, yeah, I do really feel fortunate that whatever has taken place, that I was telling Scott Lennox again. He's like, oh, man, I saw some of your videos, like he kind of mimicked, like, how I was walking. I'm like, fuck, yeah. It's about surgery. I was like, told him it's not going to be a thing that happens. He's like, yeah, man, well, he says, I have a friend that has back surgery. So you might, like, his analogy was once you have lower back surgery, he's like, just put a zipper in it, because guess what?
You're going back in again.
You're going back again. He's like, it's not like a one and done. So anyway, I was like, so this new medicine
is really helping.
And I did say, I'm sitting there, so I'm checking out in the food line, doing self-checkout, which I think some people are cussing, because I was talking to Scott instead of checking out. I said, yeah, carrying a belly doesn't help. So, anyway.
But yeah, Scooter's doing great. She has her first hunt test April 20th with First State Retriever Club in Greenwood, Delaware. Very excited, and I'm very excited that our friends from PEI, because they're coming down to pick up their beautiful pup, Sage, one of the girls, are actually going to be here for it, and they're going to be able to come along. And we might be taking some of the pups that are we have a pup still available. At this point, at this very moment, that might be coming along for the ride. So if anyone listens, anyone wants to come and check out the pup, if you want to come here, come here. Otherwise, we'll be at Greenwoods in Delaware. Come and have a look.
It's going to be a good time. I'm actually looking forward to Jeff and Judy. Forget about... So if they're following along, if anyone is following along, and if you're not and you want to see videos, pictures, whatever, I am an abuser and spammer. That's what, if you Google how I use Instagram. But anyway, at Pitboss, Pitboss Waterfowl on Instagram. There's plenty of pictures. Well, actually more videos than pictures. But if you've been following along, Jeff and Judy are going to get the little girl in the green collar. Her name is Sage. And forget about Sage. I don't mean it that way, but like I'm happy. I'm excited. Yeah, I'll say excited. I'm excited that Jeff and Judy are coming down. So, like, actually, this is the second time within 4 months. Yeah. So.
Yeah, long drive for them, but grateful that they can make the trip down to pick her up. Yeah, I can't wait. It'll be fun. This is going to be a fun week for us. Well, sad but fun.
Yeah. Okay, let me time out. Jeff, if you're still listening, yeah, it's going to be an awesome time for you guys to get down there. So I won't speak for Karen, but I'm going to apologize and say again, upstairs is just not as far along as especially like in late January. It's just not. It's can't even say it's any further along. Actually, down below is a little bit because I have done some stuff, but upstairs is basically still the same as except the weather will be nicer, so they'll survive. The other night on Punisher, I think it was after, because I am conscious about whether here I don't care. Other people's deals where I don't have any control of, I am more conscious of what I say. But I've told Jeff this, and maybe I think I told actually in a group text. I guess I told Paulie this, or Paulie's aware of this, but it kind of wigged me out. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Oh no! Oh, the age thing.
Yeah, it kind of wigged me out that when these puppies, we don't know how many are we keeping.
I have no backbone when it comes to that.
Anyway, when these, I think that it can be debated how old will a lab live, and Bristol went definitely younger than what she should have, but everybody else maybe outlived. Was older than 12 years, but I said 12 years.
Yeah.
And when these puppies are 12 years old, like it kind of hit me of like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be old. And you say, hey, it's just a number.
Yeah.
And maybe I won't know. Maybe I'll feel like I feel today. My back hurts. I'm fat, and
you can fix that.
My back.
Yeah. The next part.
Oh, that's hedonism, love. Tater tots and steakums.
Jeffrey.
Steakums. Now, the question is, am I going to go with for real steakums or like Food Line steakums?
Oh, stop. So.
Or Mr. Murray steakums? What is in steakums?
That's the good question.
What is in? That is my question to everyone who's listening. What is in a? If you don't know steakums, you better Google it because steakums are awesomeness.
Trash food. I don't think it really is a food. It's kind of like, what, devil dogs? Is that even a food? No.
I mean, devil dogs are pretty good too, love. So devil dogs, yodels, or ringdings.
Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
Oh,
I just never, I mean, have I taken a bite? Sure. That stuff is not food.
So you're saying I'd be better off drinking Crown Royal Black?
No, I think you'd be better off having like some sweet potato, baked sweet potato.
Well, now that was really good. That was really good.
And some asparagus. You had some asparagus.
I love asparagus.
It was good.
It has to be fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's really good.
And actually, would just kind of put me off. Would have broken whatever in me. But like, man, the cauliflower looked really good last night. I almost bought a big old head.
Oh, I have one.
Oh,
I just got to cook.
They were like big.
Yeah. Yeah,
$2.39.
Sometimes they're like $2 and like this
These were big. These were big.
Like this big.
These were big. I'm like, I should buy one of these things.
One day we need to do our garden box again and grow one. We grew one once and it was so awesome.
All right. See how I deflected how old I'll be?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
25 years.
Yes, 25 years. 25 years. Thank you. We're not really, we kind of know what we're doing.
Well, we did something for Jeff's X. It was called XX, so it was Jeff's 20th year.
XXV?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Good.
We had an awesome party. We did a big giveaway. We had something at our favorite bar in West OC, Harborside.
I woke up this morning thinking we never go there anymore.
We never.
We don't go out.
No, because cha-ching.
We don't go out, period.
We don't.
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
We don't.
All right. But yes, Harborside.
Harborside. We had a party there. It was awesome.
Time out. You know where my mind went with that, how we never go to Harborside?
Where?
Soft shell crabs.
Oh, man.
I thought about soft shell crabs. Like, wait a second, Harborside. Harborside doesn't.
They don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
They had this really awesome soft shell taco with mango salsa. My mouth's going to start watering.
Banana peppers.
It was so good.
It was sweet, but it was hot. I bet you we could try to reproduce.
Maybe they still have it.
No.
Well, but it was a fresh mango salsa. So good. Anyway.
I'm really depressed.
But yeah, so Jeff's 25th year this year. We're trying to decide how we should acknowledge this, celebrate it. I think it's awesome that someone has been doing what he's done for 25 years. I know there's a couple other fellas out there that, have been doing it as long, or I'm thinking of Bill Saunders. How long has he been doing it?
I think this was at the same time. This is 25 years for him, 1999.
That's probably
Bill
others.
Saunders is 25 years, and he says he started in 1999.
So we're sticking with a Geoff.
What is Duke doing? He's over there doing circles.
Is he trying to find a bed?
Yeah, he was doing his nose thing.
Oh, buddy. All right, we're almost done, buddy. Because he knows it's dinner time.
On concrete with a little bit of mulch on it.
Oh, buddy. He cold. He doesn't like the cold.
He's a dum-dum.
So, anyway, 25 years. We did a T-shirt last time. I don't like the T-shirt.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay. So what are we going to do this year?
We have something in mind. We just got to figure out the cost.
Those who may be watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Something.
What should we do? How about someone tell us what we should do to acknowledge and celebrate Jeff's 25th year of guiding?
Well, self-servingly, I love this right here. Right?
Yeah. It's a nice cup.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing 10, like we were thinking about black 10 ounces and get them laser engraved.
Yeah. Would be nice.
Yeah. What do you think, Lynn?
Money is what I'm thinking.
As I cut the grass today, I was thinking about what are we doing? Are we going to have a party here? And if we are, like what's the kind of logistics of like, are we cooking? Are we getting somebody to cook? If we get somebody,
I think we had that Fred West fella cook for us. If that's what we're going to do. That's the boil. Oh, so good.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Delicious.
I like that. Fred West,
simple
if you're listening.
And yummy.
Yeah. JD, DJ, no, JD. Yep, that's who it is. Yep. Okay.
Anyway.
All right, that's simple and easy and simple.
Yep, and you can just chill out and socialize. You don't have to worry about anything.
Are we going to put a tent up or anything?
I don't know.
Tables,
we can
chairs?
talk about all that later. We have to.
How many people are you inviting?
Find the cha-ching beforehand. Too.
Is it just open to the public? Do we do? Well, I can't discuss.
No, let's talk.
All right.
Price per head, right?
Well, I don't.
As we said earlier, Jeff doesn't think much about money. Gives me an ulcer. All right.
Love,
we need to wrap this.
I'm getting old. We need to do now what your mother always say. Kids do.
Yeah,
today.
do it now before you get too old. Yeah.
Yep. So, let's do it now.
That's the truth. All right. Wrap it up, Jeffrey.
Are we done?
We need to be done.
All right. This is the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods and Crabs to Go, Gunner Kennels, Duckwater Boats, Duck Blind Bistro, Turtle Box, and Dirty Duck Coffee.
Thank you, people.
Yes, thank them all. And if you ever do any kind of business with them, please mention that you heard it here on the Pitboss Podcast. Love, I love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Life is good.
Decoy orders. Jeff's accepting any orders now. He has a whole pallet of cork. Just saying.
Yes, we do. And there's a quick little, got an email. Paul Waite, Delta Waterfowl. We're going to anyway, we're going to do a little special thing. He does a hunt. They're going on the Great Salt Lake. I think we're going to donate a green-winged teal to their cause. Yeah, so we're going to do that after the fact. I don't know exactly the ins and outs of where that decoy goes, but it's going to go to a Delta event somewhere. So
cool.
So, all right, love. I just overmodulated. All right, love. Actually,
all right.
If you want someone's attention, whisper.
Okay. All right, I need to go because I need to feed them before I get much later.
I thought you were going to say you needed to pee.
No.
Okay.
I need to feed the puppies.
All right, as always, thanks for following along on YouTube or any of the other platforms that you can listen to this audio version of the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. As always, I'll turn it down just a little bit. As always, thinking of you, we are. Boom, boom. Salute.
Cheers.
Wait a minute, here we go. Salute.